Well, the impact of President Trump's tariffs is being felt around the world. European and Asian stocks are seeing drops this morning, and U.S. futures are indicating it could be another tough day on Wall Street. The Dow alone lost 2,200 points Friday. The Nasdaq dropped more than 950, and the S&P is down more than 300. And we've seen a downward trend since January 20th. That's the day of President Trump's inauguration. He reposted a video online this weekend where a commentator says the president is purposely crashing the market. When asked about it on Air Force One, Trump deflected and pointed the finger at his predecessor. Natalie Brand joins us now from the White House to talk more about all this. Natalie, good morning. So what is the president saying about his tariffs, despite all the shakeup in the markets?
Good morning, Michael. Yeah, the president continues to firmly defend his tariff strategy, saying it is to address the massive trade deficits between the U.S. and countries such as China, European Union countries, and many others. The president pressed on the market and the falls, the plummeting of the market that we saw late last week after the big tariff announcement. He was even asked essentially by one reporter while traveling on Air Force One back to Washington if there's a certain pain threshold that he would be unwilling to deal with respect to the markets. Here's what he had to say.
I don't want anything to go down, but sometimes you have to take medicine to fix something. And we have such a horrible, we have been treated so badly by other countries because we had stupid leadership that allowed this to happen.
The president also talked about jobs and industries moving out of the United States. He said his goal here is to bring back investment and also raise revenue through these tariffs. And he said eventually the situation will straighten out, despite what we're seeing with the market right now. But that is despite, Michael, the concerns that we're hearing from many economists and industries, trade groups impacted by what they fear will be an escalating trade war.
I think a lot of Americans want to know how long this will last. Is the president having conversations with other countries about getting this resolved?
Yeah, well, top administration officials said that more than 50 countries have reached out, since the announcement last week that the president is having calls with leaders of Asia and Europe. But basically, the administration and the president says that these tariffs are here to stay, at least for weeks. Again, the goal here, they believe, is to reset the global trade order. And while economists do they remain hopeful that deals will be made, the president, again, speaking on Air Force One, said that he's not going to make deals unless there's progress towards trade deficits between the U.S. And the countries that are at the top of the list when you look at trade deficit data. So a lot remains to be seen. Again, the new reciprocal tariff set to take effect this week, April 9th.
All right, Natalie Brand at the White House. Thanks for joining us. Now, for some context, we want to give you a look at the impact the tariff anxiety has had on the markets. Here's the Dow from last week. It closed at 42,000 Monday and ended at about 38,300 on Friday. That's a dip of almost 4,000 points. The tech-heavy Nasdaq had a similar week. It ended Monday at almost 17,300, but it ended Friday at about 15,600. And the S&P 500 lost just under 600 points last week. European and Asian markets have also taken a tumble. Earlier today, at a meeting of EU trade ministers, Germany's economy minister called for European countries to stand together in the face of these tariffs.
So even the basis of the calculation, how shall I put it, economical, philosophical basis is nonsense. And then we have seen that the countries who try to ease the conflicts beforehand with the US and hoped for a reduction of tariffs or being excluded from tariffs are wrong. This has not happened. So I can only say to the European partners, we have to stay united.